sports as an activity tries to mentor. Yeah, it has those values that it can bring out within an individual, the leadership value, the self-esteem. So if most sportsmen have that self-esteem, yeah, they also have the leadership skills. For example, if you're on a team and you're given a chance to be a captain, you're practicing to be a future leader. My name is Joshua Opolot. I'm currently the Executive Director of Youth Sport Uganda. Let me just tell you briefly of my upbringing. I grew up in one of the biggest slums in Uganda called Naguru. The life principle there as a slum is not really good. And I struggled really a lot through my education because I used to stay with my single mother. The slum that we grew up with, sports was the order of the day. So each and every kid who was there had a sport to do. And every kid who played a sport excelled in that sport. So when we took on hockey, we knew that one day, one time, we would benefit. One of my uncles was a hockey player. So during our early age, he used to encourage us to go with him at the pitch. Owning a stick was really hard, so all clubs used to keep the sticks together. So they had an individual who was in charge of carrying the sticks from wherever they were kept to the pitch. So however young I was, that was the responsibility that I was given. So at the end of each training session, we are given like 2 to 5 minutes to try out our skills as kid boys. So that's how I got involved in hockey. So I've played hockey at the secondary school level, I've played hockey at the university, I've played hockey at the club level. So basically hockey has been part of me. After school, I wanted to give back to the community that had raised me. And I also wanted to give back the sport that had nurtured me as a young man and that had brought me up to be a responsible person. So me and some of the coaches who played hockey and some few sports, we decided to form up an organization. And that's how Youth Sport Uganda was formed. When we started Youth Sport Uganda, we didn't have any link with any organization or any individual. I think Jodi was the first American, I would say, to work with Youth Sport Uganda. Basically, I was looking for organizations that do hockey. Then that's how the name of Jodi Murphy popped onto my computer. Then I sent her an email inquiring more about her work when she was in Uganda. She came back fully to work with Youth Sport Uganda. And we did several camps at Lugogo.
These faces are becoming really familiar. So yeah, it's just like really good to see everybody again and to continue these friendships from one year to the next.
Youth Sport Uganda is a sports for development organization. We basically use sports as a tool to reach out. We have education program, we have a girl sport program. We try to attach an athlete with a kid. A Liberty player, we are attaching them with a kid here who plays sports. So a senior athlete in the USA is trying to help out a young athlete in Africa. So basically, there are ways, though they're not direct, how sports can help out. When I'm organizing these camps, when I'm doing activities as to do with a project, I smile. Sometimes even I feel like tears are coming through my eyes because when we were growing up, some of us, we used to play the sport, but we didn't have even shoes. Yeah, but if you see individuals coming down here with a bunch, boxes full of shoes, and then they're giving them to kids, if you see someone sacrificing his stick that he's using and handing it over to a kid who doesn't have, it brings about hope. It brings out that kind of joy that one day, one time, probably maybe even Uganda will participate in major tournaments of hockey. My passion is seeing every kid having a smile through sports. If I see kids play, it brings joy in me that I think one day, one time, there will be something bigger than the sport.